Hi, Ruthie. Happy birthday, girl. We made it to 60. Actually, it's not bad. I'm still alive, and I've got a couple of weeks under my belt. Anyways, this is the third try on this. I'm not very good at talking to a screen. And so I'm sitting in my house alone, so nobody else can see all these weird takes. I would have never made it in the movies. Anyways, so I do have a little sheet here. Lacey has asked me for 3 different things. I didn't listen to her instructions first. The first little video I sent was just so simple, and then I read what she really wanted me to do. So here we go. Well, a favorite word or a word that describes you would be, well, you've always told me, Winston Churchill. You're like Winston Churchill. You don't need hardly any rest, and you've got and you do. I have never met anybody with this kind of energy you have after a few hours sleep. So I guess one word would say tireless. Anyways, I would say smart and loyal. Definitely smart and loyal as a friend. Okay, I guess that was more than one word, but I could have a few more words. Some might be not even great. Most of them would be great. Anyway, so memories. Oh God, there's so many memories because we've got 60 years of memories. So I thought, well, I'll go back to the one that I remember the furthest back would be when we lived in that 3-plex, our family on one side of the wall and you on the other, and knocking on the wall to each other. I'm sure we started then at driving our family nuts, but whatever. We had many years to continue to drive our family nuts. So then I would go back up to the next thing I remember. Oh, right. Stealing cigarettes in Watson Lake when we were probably 3-4 years old. It was before school, I'm sure. We would go and get the Jell-O and take turns stealing Jell-O from our homes and cigarettes and matches from our parents. Then we'd go under my back steps and smoke cigarettes and eat Jell-O, and we never did burn the house down, so I guess it was okay. Then another memory way back then, I remember playing in those great big empty oil and gas tanks out behind DPW. I can't believe we didn't kill ourselves from all the fumes in those. But anyways, we did fine. We survived through that. And then so then I go a little further on, and memories I have of you coming over to lunch. And I have no idea why you came to my place for lunch, because I don't think we ever ate lunch. Even if we tried to eat lunch, my mom would be so tired of us laughing, and I have no idea why we started laughing before we entered the house. I think it was just nervous laughter because we knew we were going to bug my mom. So we started giggling, and finally she would send us on our way. So yeah, I don't think we ever left feeling like satisfied with having enough to eat. I just don't think we ever had time to eat. We just laughed. So another thing I go on to remember a little bit later on, we both ended up dropping each other on our heads. So it could be a reason why we've got some issues that we have. I remember doing some kind of an acrobatic thing. I was hanging off your shoulders, and you got the giggles, and you let me go finally, and I ended up cracking my head on the concrete on the way down. So then I think it was a little while later, we were playing in my house on the top bunk, and I was sitting on your feet while you decided you were going to swing the top part of your body up and down off the top bunk. I don't even know. We didn't have internet back then, so we just had to make our fun. But you came back up and cracked your head on the windowsill because we hadn't brought the bed back far enough, and then I had the giggles by then. You were just seeing stars by then. And I laughed so hard that I rolled off your feet and you fell on your head. So there you go. So yeah, we both had head injuries before we were even into our teens. So let's see, what else do I remember? Oh yeah, then coming up to 16 years of age, we were working in Watson Lake, and you instigated this. We were to dress up as a little old man and a little old lady, and we had flour in our hair, and oh my God, you wore my dad's glasses that you couldn't see anything through, and we walked into a bar, sat down and had a beer. The town had a big laugh. We thought we did so well. I think we even might have got up and had one dance. Or you asked me and I said, no, we're getting out of here. I can't remember. I was scared stiff, but you had more guts than me back then for those kind of things. But apparently, yeah, your dad was sitting beside us too. That was kind of a shock, but that was something else. Anyways, so, and then we'll move to 18 when I came back up to Watson Lake because I finished high school in Vancouver and you finished in Watson. I came back up that summer, and then we ended up we took the flight out to Vancouver, but we only went as far as Fort St. John. I think we couldn't get any further with the flight, or we ran out of money. But anyways, we were hitchhiking by that evening out of Fort St. John on the way to Vancouver, and we had a couple of interesting rides. One was a couple of American guys, and we were sitting in their back of their van as they drove, and we were smoking cigarettes and ended up having a fire in the back of the van. And they're saying, what the heck, is there a lot of smoke in here? And we're just saying, oh no, we're just having a cigarette, as we're trying to put the fire out that we'd lit back there. Whatever. And Mr. Lee C. Starnes, he got us into Vancouver, and didn't we get a hold of him when we were in North Carolina this year? Wasn't that fun? It was amazing that, well, I think you thought it was amazing I remembered his name, and I was amazed when he phoned us back and had remembered that trip, so we were memorable. Anyway, so going on to after that, 18, my mom must have been thrilled by the time that summer was over, because we lived with her in her apartment, and we worked hard that summer and we partied hard that summer in Vancouver. I remember eating triple O's and at the White Spot with milkshakes, and oh my God, like at 4 in the morning or something. Oh, disgusting, but it tasted good. And then we'd go and you'd help me count signs at my city hall job. Anyways, what a summer. That was a crazy summer. So then I'm sure my mom couldn't wait to put us on the Greyhound to get us going to Alberta. So off we go to our life in Alberta. We're 18, and then we got a job at the cabaret. Remember that? That was so much fun. We got the same wigs, in fact. Mine was a little darker than yours, but exactly the same wigs. I don't know why we had to do that, but anyways, we thought it was fun. And it could have been the head injury thing. I'm not sure. Off we go to the Chinese restaurant at 1 o'clock in the morning after we finished working the cabarets, and of course most people are finished eating by that time, and we're coming in for sort of the last call of Chinese food, and we're grabbing the half-drank glasses of beer and jugs of beer on the way back to our table. So by the time the waitress got there, we already had our drinks. All to save a buck, I guess. I don't know, or we thought we were funny, or we didn't really care about germs. It was just like, this was free, so we started off with that before we ordered our meal. And remember when we used to order this daily special in Lethbridge? Anything to save a buck. You had the soup, I had the salad. You had the coffee, I had the refill. I'm not sure how we split up the main course and the dessert, but we did that. Or maybe we had a fight over that. I'm not sure. Maybe I got the dessert and you got the main course. I'm not sure. But we saved enough money to make it to Hawaii that year. We had 2 weeks in Hawaii. Oh my God, we thought we were it. Anyways, so let's see. What else do I have written down here? Oh, well, then things kind of got busy after Lethbridge, because you took off and started your career as a teacher, and I think I just took off to Europe and did crazy things like that. I'm not sure, but then as time went through and we're into our 20s, then we married and we had our lovely kids, and then, you know, we had the misfortune of both being single parents. Misfortune, fortune, I'm not sure. Or we married the wrong person, obviously, but maybe not, because we had such great kids, so we have to look at it that way, and they turned out fine being raised by 2 women with head injuries. My God, our kids have done well. We touched base through those times, supported each other pretty good. We met at Whistler. Somehow we arranged to have babysitting for both our kids at 40 and headed to Whistler for 3 nights. Wasn't that great? Oh my God, I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. Anyways, right up till basically last summer, like, we reconnected after quite a few years of, touching base just a little bit. And then we did that cross the states trip, or from Florida to Chicago. So it was a really nice connecting time. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoy my little video, and that you would also enjoy that book, little memory book that I made that was not quite in order, but it was close. But like the head injury, Okay, happy birthday, girlfriend. Love you. Bye.